Greetings, everyone. Today is day 760 in a row of skateboarding every day. It's about -6 out, and it's snowing. So I'm headed off to Bobo Square to see if it's any good for skateboarding. Since the wind's not blowing sideways, it might still be dry up there. So let's go see how it is. Oh, top of touch up on that topic. You know, if there's a denomination that pushes its followers to do more than what Jesus already did, it's works-based and lives by the laws of man, not the laws of the Spirit. And when something is works-based, it nullifies the gospel. Because the good news fundamentally is that we do not have to work for it. The good news is that we trust in Jesus. Praise the Bobo Square is relatively clean. Quite the surprise. And as well, it is dry. And remember, God's grace is sufficient. What Jesus did on the cross was a free gift by His mercy and grace.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's only going to be light.
Snow is encroaching in on all the sides of the board. So I'm I'm back to a constricted, small area. You see, since I've been skateboarding for 30 years, the muscle memory for every trick is still in there somewhere. But to dig deep and dig it out is a whole nother story. So, I think this board is worn out. Skated in the water with it for quite a long time. Skated in the snow and the ice. Jumped a little bit with it. Now I think it's done for. Well, I'll try to remember to put together a new board for the next session. But if it's going to be wet and there's going to be snow everywhere, it's hard to justify putting together a new board. I'm having a lot of trouble skating today. Every time I go to do a trick, my wheels slide sideways right when I pop. And since that's the case, it's really hard to get any pop at all. I don't know if any of you skated in conditions like these, what I've been doing all these days. It's not so easy. Especially my glasses are always fogging up. I think my wheels are too small as well. Can't get the right leverage for the pop. Timing feels off. Also, going slow is a lot harder than people would assume. It takes more balance to go slow. So I lose my balance quite often trying these tricks in a small constrained zone. But I did something. Praise Jesus. And I could check it off another day in the books. It's not easy skating day after day in horrible conditions. Not meant for skateboarding. Kind of seems like a waste of time. I don't blame anyone for not bothering to skate out here. After all these decades around this area, I'm the only one that's really willing to skate in this type of conditions. I've seen 5-6 generations of skaters come and go. Going to be more. I'm going to see more generations come and go. People I notice these days don't really respect elders, don't respect people with actual experience living through things. But I guarantee the generation of skaters that are skating right now, most of them won't be skating in 5 years from now. And if they are skating, they'll be very minimal. And those will only be the best, most hardcore skaters. They'll probably skate every once in a while and not very often. Way things go. I'm gonna skateboard for another 20 years or so. I see another 5 generations of skaters just come and go, move on. So, I'm interested in seeing who's next. Who's gonna be the next up-and-comer local? Who's gonna be the next up-and-comer local to quit? And which one falls off first? Which one keeps on skating until they just get so disheartened that they're just done with it? I've seen all the patterns. I can see the patterns in the people that are going through the same patterns that the previous people went through. And it's very interesting. You can see the patterns in their attitudes, the patterns in their speech, the patterns in their behavior. And I guess it's true that there's nothing new under the sun. God created it all, and we all have our place. The real question is, for me though, is why did He put me here? And why do I skateboard? I am an outcast in the skateboard culture, in the skateboard industry. I'm an outcast in the skateboard culture locally, in the town locally. And I'm set apart from everyone else. And I don't know why it is that way. But there must be some reason. And I look forward to one day that God will justify my suffering. Until then, onward. Keep fit and have fun.